The Tigers players in a huddle in white and red. The first league game, the away kit has been on show. Nathan Baxter having a few words. Jacob Greaves, of course, leading the players' team talk. 3 changes for Liam Rossinia's first team. Out go Tufan, Greg Doherty and Brandon Fleming all together. Baxter is the goalkeeper. Christie, Figueiredo, Jones and Greaves are the back 4. Serrywood sitting. Longman, Pelkas, Slater is an attacking midfield 3 and Oscar up top. Early goal in the Championship. Elsewhere, Wigan lead against Swansea by 1-0. If things were to be a catastrophe for Hull City this afternoon, they could find themselves as low as 23rd in the Championship, but it's such a heavily congested and tight division this season as the ball is played to Nathan Baxter. Only 4 points separate the Tigers from 12th spot in the league table as Jones to the left of the penalty area under pressure from Bradshaw. He's able to then float the ball away, and the midfield passage of play breaks for Woods, who's going to try and arrow it along towards Christie on the right hand side. Cooper is just trying to keep the shape of the midfield of the defence as Malone came across to take on Christie. Hull City win it back. Oscar strikes, pushed away by George Long, still in the area. Now with Pelkas. Honeyman close by. First real port of call for him today. Greaves into the area, delivers across, and George Long in the 6-yard box with a bounce into the ground. Gets Millwall moving in the opposite direction. Bradshaw can't control it. Figueiredo will nod it out of play. But Hull City won it back. There was appeals from Millwall for a free kick. The ball broke in the final third to Serry. Played it to Oscar, who spun and then delivered a shot which was angled towards the left-hand post, but it just curved a bit too far towards Long. And taking quite a lot of time to get this corner set up as Pelkas is going to be the one to deliver. A slightly different setup by the looks of things to Hull City's set-piece strategy. Instead of being muddled together, there are 5 in a line. Oscar to the left, nearest the corner taker. Greaves at the back post. Longman is in the 6-yard box. It's delivered in, and it's over the heads of a few. It will be headed back towards Pelkas. Not a lot of pressure coming. Serry inside the penalty area can unleash a shot. The rebound will come to Ryan Woods. Flicked, and George Long is there to get his body behind the ball. Oscar was really close by and waiting. So too was Pelkas. But Ryan Woods took the shot on a deflection on the way through, safely into the hands of the former Hull City goalkeeper, George Long. Malone is going to go for a ball down the line. Slater will get onto the loose through ball, and Pelkas, who is adjudged to have body checked his marker, gets a yellow card. Fleming marking out his run-up, 3 big strides back. Nathan Baxter with his own supporters behind him. And Fleming is over the wall! And the net rippled, but the wrong side of it. Millwall's record signing almost had his 6th goal of the season with that attempt, and it would have been probably the pick of the bunch for the season so far. He got just a little too much curve on it. It would have been top left-hand corner. Liam Rossinia getting a big swig of water as he will begin with 10 minutes before the break to start plotting what he's going to say at half-time, I imagine. Thinking tactically what he's seen so far as Millwall come down the right-hand side. Honeyman playing the ball to McNamara, who's advanced all the time on the right side. Neat turn by Fleming. Bradshaw partnering up really well. Brilliantly played by Millwall in the area, but Baxter, the last line of defence, smothers the ball into his chest, and that was delightful play inside the penalty area. The little cut back inside, and from 6 yards Millwall may feel that they should have taken the lead with that opportunity. Bradshaw was one of the architects, and then Saville played it to Fleming. Big challenge on Jake Cooper. Red card! Oscar, I think it was, has gone up and led illegally And on the same ground where Hull City lost their striker Josh McGuinness a few seasons ago, and a straight red card puts Hull City down to 10. The Millwall fans were immediately calling for the referee to deliver the most cynical of punishments. And so Millwall now have a man advantage, which makes Hull City's afternoon incredibly challenging. And Millwall again, the fans of Millwall very impatient all of a sudden. Saville is going to find a man out wide on the left-hand side, and it's Scott Malone advancing. He delivers into the area, it's over Bradshaw's head, comes to McNamara, slices it horribly behind him. Doherty clears away Cresswell. Millwall recover possession. Saville in the middle of the Tigers' half now. The midfield sitting back for Hull City. Mitchell out wide. Another chance for Malone to cross. That one's much better! Millwall are in front, but it's been chalked off. Oh, Hull City's blushes spared. It was a delightful cross from Malone. Fleming and Bradshaw 6 yards out, nodding the ball down. Baxter got a touch and he couldn't keep it out, but the flag raised by the linesman, and Hull City are let off the hook big time. It is a 4-4-1 for Hull City. They're trying to mirror up as much as they can, with Longman as a lone striker into the feet of Mitchell. Mitchell drifting towards the right-hand side into Vogelsammer, staying wide on this right-hand side for now. Infield to Callum Stiles. Millwall passing sideways. Now try and get it into the area for Bradshaw. He was goal side of Jacob Greaves, but didn't get the connection necessary. He's had the ball in the net once tonight, but he's going to have to wait for another opportunity. That one was a nicely floated, curving ball into the penalty area. Timed the run well. Bradshaw just could not get the connection he needed. I can imagine the anxiety is probably bubbling away in the away end, as well as it is for you guys maybe at home and in the press area here, because Millwall have a free kick to the left of the penalty area. There's 4 waiting on the 6-yard line for the Tigers. It's pretty much, it is the back 4 of Hull City. Seri near the penalty spot. 6 to choose from in navy blue. There is a man unmarked on the edge. Millwall will try and whip it in, and it goes behind. Corner kick. Took a little ricochet on the way through before going behind at the near post. Scott Malone from free kick to corner kick. The noise intensifies. The danger isn't over. Vogelsammer, McNamara, 2 around him in white shirts though, ganging up on him, and Tyler Smith with the fresher legs, and Greg Doherty on there to help out. Smith trying to carry the ball away, looks for a free kick, isn't going to get one. Cresswell now finds Mitchell in the middle of the Tigers half. Malone all the time going left this passage of play, out wide to Bennett. Christie trying to hold onto his feet. Bennett trying to get around him, now tees up Mitchell 20 yards out, little ball into the area, again intricate play. That's a good shot from Millwall, but it's tipped over by Baxter. Similar little intricate passes inside the penalty area almost opened up Hull City, but the last line of defence was on hand, the fingertips of Nathan Baxter. If Hull City were to win this, it would be the ultimate smash and grab in this second half, because they've really offered nothing. But in the circumstances, being down to 10 men, they've had to really battle and work away as Millwall go for a long diagonal. And Doherty is under it just. The ball falls to Vogelsammer. He will go backwards now to Cresswell. Cresswell to Stiles, who's in a pocket between 3 in white shirts. Cresswell moving back towards the penalty area. He's 35 yards out, right side into Vogelsammer, delivers a cross. An aggressive clearance by Coyle. It took a huge block off someone in the penalty area, and thankfully went in a direction that was favourable to the Tigers. Evans in the middle of the Hull City half, lifts it towards the area. Underneath it is Figueiredo. Seri looking to bring it down. It's loose from him, and then a ball into the area. Baxter will save. A header by Bradshaw, which was always going wide. But he's done well there to keep it in play and just chew into the time as he gets back to his feet. But Seri, just a bit of a tired touch, and then a more hit and hope from Millwall that time. With Malone, everyone else is forward for Millwall except George Long, who's outside his penalty area. The ball is floated through the air to around Jake Cooper. It might drop through in the area. Hull City clear their lines. Seri getting forward, but they're not retreating quick enough. The ball's coming straight back, headed by Cresswell in the area. Fleming trying to get underneath it. Seri, he will push it into the path of Greaves, who clears it away. John Busby's about to blow the whistle. There it is, full time. Liam Rosenior's first game in charge is his first clean sheet after Hull City went 18 other games without being able to keep their opposition out. They were down to 10 men for the second half. Millwall pressed and probed all the way, crosses galore in the second half, but Hull City defended with their will and might to get over the line here at the Den, one of the toughest places in the Championship. But Hull City have dug in and grabbed a very well earned 0-0 draw.